बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। प्यारे बच्चों, अस्सलाम वालेकुम रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातुहू। आप तमाम बच्चों को मेरी तरफ से बहुत बहुत वेलकम एंड गुड मॉर्निंग, गुड इवनिंग, नमस्ते, सत श्री अकाल, जी आयानो बखैर अगले जी अदा तरफ से एंड वेलकम, अहलन व सहलन, मरहबा या हबीबी, कैफ हालुक। ये सारे प्रोटोकॉल्स के बाद मैं आपको खुशामदीद करता हूँ हमारे यूट्यूब चैनल कूल मैथ क्लास में, and I'm welcoming you in today's lecture and my YouTube channel Cool Math Class. Dear students, today we are going to learn about how to find square root of the following fractions by factorization and division method. It's class 7 mathematics. It's exercise 5.2. So let's go and solve this problem, this fraction. We have to find the square root of this fraction by using these two methods, factorization and division method. I would like to tell you that we can find the square root of any number with the help of two methods, and in my point of view, the easiest way of finding factorization, of finding the square root is factorization method. But still we need another method, which is called division method, to find the square root. Now the question is, when we have this method of factorization, of finding the square roots of any number, then why we needed another method of finding the square roots? It's because when you are using this method of factorization or prime factorization, most of the questions which are not perfect squares, you will not get any whole answer, or you can say any complete answer. You will be left with answer which will have, or which will include another radical sign or square root sign. So you will not sense, or maybe you will not be able to find out the decimal value of the square root of that problem. So the mathematicians needed another method which can solve all the problems of finding square roots or roots. So for that purpose we use this method, this division method. It's like the cure for any disease, for every problem, where you can find out the square root. You don't go to this method, because this method will find a few problems, and maybe it will flop. Maybe it will not find the answers of another questions. But this method of division, this will give you decimal answer of any problem that you are going to find out, that you are going to find the square root of that problem. So let's move to solve this problem, which is we have to find out the square root of 324 over 441. First of all, you need to write this fraction in the sign, under the sign of the square root, which is like we have written here. It's 324 over 441. And then the next step is, you are allowed to separate this fraction, like numerator and denominator. You can put this sign of radical or the square root separately on this numerator 324 and this denominator 441. I did this to simplify, to make it more easier to understand. So in factorization method, what we will do, we can find the square root by splitting this whole problem into two parts, which is numerator and denominator, and then we will find out the prime factorization of this one and then this one, and we can find out the square roots and write the answer in the last. So first I'm going to find out the square root of this 324. I'm writing here 324 And so the prime factorization method involves, like, you need to read the table of prime numbers on this in this value. So if I say 2 ones are 2, so the table of 2 goes on this 3 1 times. We're left with 1, so we write here it is 12 now. 2 6 are 12, and then we have 4, 2 2s are 4. Now so moving ahead, and so this table still goes to 162 because in the last it's an even number. So the table of 2 on 16 is 8 times, and on this is 1 times. So now we can read the table of 3 because 2 cannot be, 2 is not dividing 2 is not dividing 81 completely, so we will use the table of 3. So it's 3 2s are 2 times 6, and then we are left with 2. We write here it's 21. So the table of 3 and 21 7 times. So now let's move. Still we can still read the table of 3. 9 3s are 27, and then another 3 3s are 9, and then 3 and 1. So it's the prime factorization of 324. Now let's go for 441. So we write here 441. It's actually, it's not an even number on unit place. So we will read the table of, we cannot read the table of 2 because in the last we have an odd number. And so 2 cannot be, 2 will not divide this number completely. So we will try for 3. And so here we go. 3 ones are 3. We are left with 1. We will give this 1 to this 4. It's 14. Now 4 3s are 12. So it's again 4 times. This is 12, and we are left with 2. We will give this 2 to 1. It's 21 now. And 7 3s are 21. We're having 147. So what can be the what table we can read on this number 147? I think 3. Yes, we can read the table of 3. It's 4 3s are 12, and we are left with 2. We will write 2 here. It's 27 now. 9 3s are 27. So now we are left with 49. We cannot read the table of 3 and 49. We cannot read 4, 5. 5 will not divide this. 6 will not. 7, yeah. 7 will divide this. 7 7s are 49. So another 7 is 1. So we have this prime factorization of 324 and 441. We will write here 324. We will write these numbers like these ones. These are the prime factorization of 324. So I will write all these numbers inside a bigger radical, which is 2 times 2. I write in multiplication 2 times 2 times 3 times 3, and then another 3, and then another 3. And I will write a sign of divide, and then this value 441. So we have this symbol of divide, and then this one. It's 3 times 3, and then we have 7 times 7. Now I can see that there's a pair of 2s, and then 3s, and then 3s. So I have 3 pairs, like one of 2s, and then 3, and then 3. So I will write 2 here instead of these 2 pair. I will write 1 2, and then instead of this pair I will write 3. And then for this pair I will write another 3, but now I will not write this radical sign. So I'm skipping, one step. It's just for you to write answer very quickly. So we will see for pairs. So here it's another pair 3. So we write 3, and then 7. We will write 7 here. So now we can multiply these two, but we will not write. Okay, do you hear me? We will not write this radical sign after you write these pairs in single numbers. So this means we are now approaching towards the answer. So we will not write this radical again when you are writing a single digit for this pair for this pair and this pair, so no need of writing the square root. Now you multiply this number 2 3 the 6. Possibly you can cancel out all the factors which are being cancelled here. I can cancel this 3 with this 3, so I'm left with 2 times 3 and then upon 6, so it's 2 3 is 6 over 7. Now this can be your answer, 6 over 7, but if you want to further write the answer in decimal form, you can write, for example, now how should I write this answer in decimal form? I can write it like 7 divides 6. So 7 is dividing 6. So we cannot read the table of 7 on 6. So we will put a decimal here, and we will write 0 here. Now 7 7 are 49, and 7 8 are 56. So we will write 556. 8 times, so 56. Now 4 here, point is placed, so we write just a 0 here. 5 7 are 35. So again 5, point is there, we write 5. 7 7 are 49. Approximately this value will be 0.857. Maybe you can round off and write this as 0.86. so this is the final answer while we are using the factorization method. Now we will go for division method, and let's see how this works. In division method, you will write like you will use the same pattern, but so let's see what we are getting. Now we will write 324 and then put a symbol like this. And the first step is you will start making pairs of these numbers. So I will start from right to left. This one is a pair, and this is left. It has no any other digit to make it pair, so we will write a cape over it. Now so we are done with this. So for this one, 441, we will again write this like 441. So we start making pairs, this one and then this cap here, because so we don't have a number which can make this pair. So now for this number, we will think of a number which when multiply to self and give us 3. So there is no such number, because if you multiply 1 with 1, you will get 1. If you multiply 2 with 2, you will get 4. So 4 is is much bigger value than 3. So we will not take 2. We will write 1 here and 1 here. 1 1 is a 1, so we write 1 here, and 3 minus 1 is 2. And we will write this one also here. So it's 1. Now we will add these two. 1 plus 1 is 2. 3 minus 1 is 2. We will take this 224 here. It's 224. Now we will think of a number which we will put here, right here, and then we will write the same number here, and then multiply this number with this whole number. And we want to get this 224. Now what should we write here? We are thinking of a number which we can multiply to give us 4 in unit place. So maybe it is like 4 here and 4 here. 4 4 the it's a 16, so this will not work. 5 5 is 25, 6 6 is 36, 7 7 is 49, 8 8 is 64. So this might work. 8. Yeah, I'm writing 8 here, so 8 will be also here. Now 8 8 is we write here 8 8 is this is rough work. 64, it's a 64, but if you are not writing 64, you can write 28 times 8. So 8 is a 64, 4 here, 6 here, 2 is a 16 and 4, 16 and 4 to 22. So it is done. it's 224. Now minus, we are left with 0 zeros, and then we will add this number. 8 is 16, 6 1 is, this is 5. So we have got the answer, which is 18. Now for this one, we have 2. We write 2 here, 2 here. 2 2 is 4. 4 minus 4 is 0. And then I will write 2 here. So it's 2 into 4. Now we can take this pair and put right here. What should I write here and then in this place, and then multiply this simple number, this single number, with this total number, and I will get 41, which is 1. Now I can write 1 here. So it's 1 in this one. This is 1. 1 into 41 is 41. And I will write 1 plus here. So it's 2, 4 minus. So we have 0. So now this number is 21. This is 21. And this is 18. So I will write like 324 over 441 is equal to, the answer of 324 is 18 and the answer of 441 is 21. I will read the table if I can. I see that this 3 divides 18 and 3 divides 7. So I will read the table of 3. 6 3 is 18 and 7 3 is 21. It's 6 by 7. So here you can see that I have the same answer. 6 by 7 here, 6 by 7 here. Now I will divide 6 with 7 and I can write this. I want to write the answer in decimal. So it's 7 divides 6. So I will write 6 here and 7 in this place. So 6 is smaller than 7. I will write a decimal, a point. I will put a point here, and now this allows me to write a 0 here. So 60. 7 7s are 49, 7 8s are 56, and 7 9s are, so 9s are will be like greater than 60. So we will end up with 8 7s are 56. So it's 56, and we have 4. Now so point is there. We are allowed to write 1 0. So it's a 40. 5 7s are 35. Now we are left with 5. Point is there. We can write 0. So it's a 50 now. 7 7s are 49. I can write 49 here. Still we have 1 left. Point is here. I can write 0 and then 1. 7 is 7. So it goes on and on. So it's like a non-terminating number. This value is 0.8571. I can round up this number and I will write this as a 0.86. So it's 6. This is the number which is rounded off up to 2 decimal places. 0.86 is the answer, is the value of the square root of 324 over 441. So we got the answer, which is 0. I'm writing it here, 0.86 approximately. Possibly it is like the approximate answer. So this is how it works. I hope you have understood this problem. It was like my way of explaining the questions. Thank you very much for watching this, and please do support me by liking this channel and subscribing and sharing and all this. Now these things, you know, it will help me a lot to work better for the students of the world. Thank you very much, and Khuda Hafiz.